Facebook, YouTube. Topic of the message. Oh man, this is so important. Thing is, I see people. They find themselves not getting along with certain people, or break, breaking up. Or thing is, you're not socially involved with people anymore. Thing is, it's a terror. Or people do you wrong, like, and you shock the people that done you wrong, kind of situation I'm finna talk about. The thing is, well, God taught me about, fruit inspector. I think I did a message on YouTube about a fruit inspector. People these days are lousy fruit inspectors. Certain people. It's sad to what extent certain people don't even think these days that they're supposed to be expecting people fruit concerning their actions and concerning how they do things, and they want, and when you don't question people fruit, you will always wonder about the person. You know what I'm saying? If a person doesn't want to reveal themselves to you to a certain extent, that you are more likely committing a relationship, going closer together, but yet that person is not revealing a lot of essential things that you should know if you're going to have a relationship with this person this close. Some should say, it should be a red flag, but red flags are tough is people don't got that red flag these days. They engage in relationships without thinking, without no questioning. They just like, oh, you look good, oh, you nice, you kind of cool, you're kind of all right, you kind of this, and they let the kind of make them decisions. Not are you this kind of person? Are you not this kind of person? No, you kind of like this, you kind of like that. Not even expecting the certain things. I see the tendencies of certain people, and I see the protocol and how people more likely be with these kind of people. And, there's nothing wrong with really socializing with people. But when when socializing becomes this camaraderie, I guess, you have to be careful in this camaraderie situation with certain people, because the thing is, people become victims, of bad relationships because of that. They don't respect that, they don't respect that they should be expecting the fruit of a person. And the thing is, the certain people just will show you about what they're all about. But if you don't question or don't want to question that because you like that person, or you look up to this person. Yeah, I see that a lot. You look up to this person and you don't want to believe that person may be this. Well, okay, you don't have to believe it, but respect the fruit of the person, respect the tendencies of observing this person's mindset and what they do. At least consider the possibilities, and that's everybody. It's not saying that a person is bad. It's just consider the possibilities that this person can be that person. It's not accusing people, but it's considering and to question and to analyze if certain people are this way or that way. Because look, certain people are following certain people or are with certain people that are going a wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? and doing things wrong. Thing is, it's not. And you find yourself in a bad situation, and you wondering why, how did you got there, what happened, what is, it's called being a bad fruit inspector. It's called not considering certain things. Unfortunately, in the world we live in, everybody changes. You know what I'm saying? Things change people. People change people, mainly. Things change people, and that's what we don't really consider in our, life and how we live among people, that we don't question. And people get disappointed by people. Look, people are operating in a flawed nature. You were born in sin, shaped in iniquity. Get over somebody did you wrong, so because look, anybody can do anybody wrong in the world we live in, especially a world we live in that embraces much negativity than positive. Most people embrace more negativity than positive than majority. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, get a grip. You live in everybody's flawed. And the thing is, but but what I'm saying is, but your lack of fruit inspecting is what will lead to your demise of disappointment from people and disappointment from things. Thing is, in the world we live in, we need to respect the territory or the life, how life is, and the terrain things are that people are not aware of and find themselves disappointed. And the thing is, look, people can change, and people can change for the better, and people can change for the worse. But the thing is, me, I'm a fruit inspector, and I'm about loving everybody regardless of how negative and positive they are. Even negative, because here's the thing, because I expect, the reason why because I'm a fruit inspector, I wasn't, it's kind of like God showed me one time. I looked at a tree one time, orange tree, because I'm from Florida, and I saw a lot of good oranges on it. Matter of fact, it was a citrus tree. And I saw a lot of good citrus on there. I saw a lot of good, healthy citrus oranges. But I did saw some rotten ones on the other side, I saw some rotten ones over here, and the thing is, what I'm going to say that this tree is a bad tree? No, I'm going to say that this tree, yes, has some rotten fruit on here. But I know that there's some good fruit. I mean, even a tree that has a good amount of rotten has maybe some good, fruit on there, oranges on there, whatever fruit on there. But you never know what you get from people. But the thing is to be careful of people. You know what I'm saying? To be a fruit inspector for yourself. Quit. Accept it. Quit. Okay, you look good. You look like this. Oh, come be with me. You know what I'm saying? No, anybody. Just expect their fruit. Question, conversate with this person, and figure out what this person is at and where they're coming from, and get to know the person. Yes, people are gonna have negative things about themselves, and they're gonna have positive things about themselves. But understand that everybody is that way, and learn the protocol in that, and you will learn how to get along with anybody. Really, you're supposed to learn how to get along with everybody if you learn to be a better fruit inspector concerning how you look at people. And a lot of people want to hate everybody because everybody has a more negative put out there, more negative, fruit. And the thing is, no, everybody's not negative. They got some positive in them. And the thing is, we cannot look at people and what's that word that people don't like? Judge everybody to be a bad person. But we need to really judge how good an inspector we are. You know what I'm saying? You need to look in the mirror and say, am I a better inspector? And Jesus taught me that God's love is all about being a fruit inspector. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about really just be with this person. No, it's to expect. I mean, it's expect to expect. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the cool thing I like about, Peter and Jesus expected Peter to deny him 3 times. I mean, and deny him 3 times, and now he denied him 3 times. He rose from the dead and said, hey, go get the disciples and Peter. You know what I'm saying? Even though he denied him. See, Jesus was a fruit inspector. And the thing is, when you become a fruit inspector, you're supposed to, just what Jesus did. Really, he looked at Peter's fruit and said, and the funny thing that people don't know, and I don't know if people really talk about it, but Jesus called Peter Satan 2 times in the Bible. He said, Satan gets behind me, and I believe in Matthew 16. And then he said it at the when he was gonna get arrested. He said, Satan, get behind me, with Peter. You know what I'm saying? Twice. And still he said, do you love me? Do you love me? And still he built his church upon it. See what I'm saying? Being a fruit. Because Jesus trying to show us the idea of being a fruit inspector, that we need to stop, judging people and thinking that people are everybody's bad. No, we need to expect the fruit. You know what I'm saying? He knew Judas was going to betray him. I don't think Jesus hated Judas. He just know that Judas he has a purpose to fulfill, and to die on the cross the sins of the world. I don't think that Jesus hated Judas, but he just said, let me hurry up and get this over with, I won't blame Jesus. I'll be like, yeah, hurry up and go get those, people to arrest me and betray me. But he expected, he inspected, watch this, to expect. You know what I'm saying? And I do that to certain people, I know I expect something negative to come out of certain people, but still I know there's positive in each and every person, because why I know? Because God created them. God created him in their image and their likeness, and I believe that people are more likely a result to results of a negative world that is influencing to go a negative path. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. I don't think everybody's a monster. I believe people are acting like monsters because the world system Satan has convinced them that being a monster is more popular or more benefits. So the thing is, I encourage y'all to be, what God has created you to be made in the likeness of God, and that you become a better fruit inspector, get the love of God in your heart, that it will help you become a light to see people and see their motives and see their good and see their bad, so you can have better discernment in how you have your relationship with them is what you need to do. The love of God will do that. That's the message. God be glory. Him forever and ever in Jesus' name. Amen. Fruit inspector.